The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 in your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you, along with Bob Morgan on this Monday morning. It is the third, is it the third already? Yeah, third day of June. And it's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by the Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street here in Jesup. Also brought to you by the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup and Murphy Builder Supply. And good morning, Bob. How you doing?
I'm good.
You doing good? You get some golf in over the weekend?
I had to visit some family over the weekend.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right. Well, we've got some special guests in this morning. We've got Holly in and Richard and Susan, and they're all with Georgia Hospice Care. Georgia Hospice Care, which is located in Jesup at 141 South Macon Street in downtown Jesup. And good morning. Good morning, Holly. Oh, let me cut your mic on. Say that again.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, you called the other day and requested to be here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. And Holly, y'all been on here before with Georgia Hospice Care at 141 South Macon Street in downtown Jesup. And Holly, introduce your guest here because we haven't seen them before. Just say who they are, okay?
Susan?
And who they are, what they do.
Susan Jaffe, she is our now director of the foundation.
Uh-huh.
And Richard Gottlieb, he is our volunteer coordinator.
Volunteer coordinator. Okay, so you got them in here. They're from Savannah.
Right.
And so what's going on with Georgia Hospice Care here in Jesup?
Well, we are growing, so with that we have decided to change the name, and it is now GHC Hospice. We are moving to South Carolina, and that's...
So you're expanding to South
Yes.
Carolina,
Mhm.
okay?
Yes, so that's our main reason, and just for that we thought we'd come here and let everyone know that we're changing our name.
Okay, so you're expanding right now, Georgia Hospice Care in downtown Jesup. Where do y'all have offices, Susan?
This is located in Brunswick, Georgia. We have an office in Savannah, Georgia, and we have an office in Jesup. We also service 17 counties in between. So we are everywhere in between Savannah, Jesup, and Brunswick.
We
Okay.
just opened in
Holly?
also Waycross. We have an office there now. It's not quite open yet, but it's in the process. Also Hinesville. So those
Okay.
are two new offices.
Now, Holly, what offices do you work out of? Just the downtown Jesup office or several of them?
I work in all of them.
In all of them.
Yeah.
And what's your position with hospice?
I'm the HR coordinator.
Okay, human resources coordinator. Okay, and we're talking about human resources when it comes to hospice care, Georgia Hospice Care. What all type of human resources? Who do y'all employ, and what do they do at Georgia Hospice Care downtown Jesup?
We have social workers, we have RN case managers, we have chaplains, we have administrator for each office, a director of clinical for each office, we have CNAs. Am I missing anybody?
We have our volunteers.
We have volunteers, yes.
Have a lot of volunteers there with Georgia Hospice Care. And so y'all are expanding into South Carolina. And Susan, what brought this on?
The expansion was brought on just wanting to provide care to as many people and states as we can. We also have our foundation side of GHC Hospice, in which it is a true nonprofit organization, 501c3, and our foundation will be funded by donations. We will be, and fundraising. I will be looking for board members to help with the expansion of our offices as well as our fundraising projects.
Okay. And where is the main office of Georgia Hospice Care?
Our original office, the first office, opened in Jesup. Our owners are from Ludowici, so they are local people, and they just wanted to be able to provide hospice care to their own backyards within their own community. So the first one opened in Jesup. We've been open for almost 5 years. The second office opened in Brunswick. Then we opened the one in Savannah. It's been about 2.5 years. And like Holly said, we are opening an office in Waycross. We'll be opening another office in Hinesville just to have a location in that area. We already serve patients in the Hinesville area. But then comes Bluffton and Hilton Head.
Okay, expanding over there with Georgia Hospice Care, which now will be known as GHC Hospice. Will it be GHC Hospice Care or just GHC Hospice? Mm-hmm. Okay. And here in Jesup, folks, they're located in downtown Jesup at 141 South Macon Street. Now, Richard, we hadn't had a chance to talk with you. Let's move the mic around over there. And Richard, your area of responsibility with Georgia Hospice.
Well, I'm the volunteer coordinator. So, we're looking for volunteers. They're always very much needed with hospice. Our volunteers are important to GHC Hospice because they maximize support to the patients by providing comfort and companionship. The volunteers also can help out on the administrative side in our offices. We call every patient every week, make sure everything's going well, that they have enough medication and supplies for the weekend, and just help out in that way. Also, we send birthday cards, so we have volunteers help with all that, decorating pretty cards and all of that. Do you know anyone that's interested in volunteering?
No, not right off. So how do you get your volunteers? They were GHC Hospice.
Well, a lot of it's word of mouth. And we also go to school fairs. We find students that are looking to volunteer and get volunteer hours. People choose to volunteer for a few reasons. Some people have witnessed the companionship that hospice has shown their own family members, and they want to give back. Others feel the need to just give and serve, and it's a good cause.
Okay. Now, if a person wants to know or inquire or find out information about how to become a volunteer with GHC Hospice, how do they do that?
Well, there's a link on our website that which is ghchospice.com. Yes, sir. HChospice.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or they can call any of our offices.
Any of the offices,
and they'll get in touch with me. Or if they do go to the website under volunteers and fill out the little, put their name and everything there, I get sent an email and I get right back in touch with them.
Okay, and this is Richard. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name again.
All right.
People are probably confused. Just ask for Richard.
Just ask for Richard.
We'll make it simple here.
There you go.
Just ask for Richard right here. And Holly, do you get calls locally for folks inquiring about being a volunteer?
Yeah.
Okay, and what number is that?
912-427-3202.
3202. 427-3202.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different hospice care out there, a lot of different organizations that provide that. Why do you think people choose GHC Hospice, or formerly known as Georgia Hospice Care in downtown Jesup?
Well,
Susan?
We have exceptional care. We have the best nurses in the area. We have a very high frequency of nurse visits to our patients to provide them the best care that we can. Mm-hmm. We provide the spiritual support. We provide our certified nursing assistants, social workers that help with more things than I can even name, family dynamics, just helping patients with Medicare, and visits 1 to 2 to 4 times a month, and our volunteer program, which is very, very strong.
Okay, now, how do you select the nurses to be part of your hospice care?
Well, we always, do our reference checks and make sure that they have to be compassionate and love what they do. For nurses, also CNAs, anyone that.
Hold on.
Of course, everyone has an interview, has the correct licensure, has drug tests, has background checks.
Same for volunteers.
Volunteers as well.
I just had to tell something to there. My truck's being picked up right now, so I was telling them to take out the plastic bag full of stuff in the middle and my pamphlet in the middle. So Derek from D's Auto is fixing to pick it up right now. And he's just down there looking at me like, but you usually leave the key in the ignition. All right. So that's great that y'all are expanding like that. I mean, just a few years ago, you started less than about 5 years ago, and now you've got all these locations. You're expanding over into South Carolina. Y'all must be doing something right, Holly.
Yep.
Yep. And Susan, you're the director of the foundation. What is the foundation?
I am the director of the foundation, and our foundation is a nonprofit organization. We are a 501c3 foundation for GHC Hospice. Some people want to know the difference between a for-profit and a nonprofit, and the difference is that the taxes that are paid for a for-profit go to our county in which the hospice is located, and the money is then used to support local government, social programs, and special projects. Our nonprofit side of GHC Hospice, which is the foundation, 100% of those proceeds go back into our patient care. If a patient needs a special medical equipment or wants to take care of one of their last wishes, a bucket list, if you will, a bucket list item, we will take care of that through our nonprofit foundation side of things.
Okay.
Another way to get in touch with the foundation as well is to call me directly at 912-355-0000, or to go on our website, which is www.ghchospice.com, and there is a link to donations that will go directly to the foundation.
Okay. Well, sounds good. And once again, the local number here for GHC Hospice, formerly Georgia Hospice Care, they're located at 141 South Macon Street in downtown Jesup. And Holly's down there. You can give them a call at 427-3202. And we appreciate the donuts that y'all brought this morning, Holly. I mean, we got a big old box of donuts there from Dunkin's, and we look forward to trying them. They're high fiber, low sugar, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Spice was closed. Sorry.
they were closed, huh? And so we look forward to partaking of that. And so not only do you have your offices in the towns like Jesup and Brunswick and Savannah and now Waycross and soon to be Hinesville and then over into South Carolina, but y'all serve the counties around that too, right?
Yes, 17 counties.
17 counties. And so just tell us, since you're involved with HR, Holly, what are all the different type of positions y'all have there? You got your nurses, you've got your volunteers. Who else?
Social workers, chaplains. We have director of clinical. We have our corporate. We have a director of compliance.
Now what? Okay, you mentioned all there. Say those again, please.
We have social workers.
And what do the social workers do?
They help the patients. I mean, there's not much that they don't do.
Okay.
They help with their wills. They help with their legal paperwork.
I see what they are. Most of those are volunteers, I imagine.
No,
they're not.
They're paid.
They're paid. Okay.
Yes, we have they're LCSWs, licensed social workers, or just we have a few that are just social workers. But yeah, they're awesome.
Okay. And Richard, what do the volunteers do?
Well, the volunteers go in, they can go into a patient's home, provide companionship, play games, do puzzles, just talk and listen. They do a lot of listening. Folks like to just, talk about their lives and things that they've done, and it really helps the patient. And it's the volunteer gets a lot of joy out of knowing that they've helped the patient, and so they do those things. They also can come in the office and make phone calls to the patients towards the end of the week. We call every patient to make sure that they have, like I said, medication, supplies to get through the weekend. We're always on top of that, but we like just to call, and it makes them feel good that we're calling, and so that's a great thing. We also just provide
a companion there, and
just basically be a
right.
companion, someone to talk to. We may do a little gardening for them out in the back. Bring over some flowers, plant flowers. Do things that make them happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's very, very important. So
Sure.
a person just sitting there, family and friends don't have the time all the time to sit around
Sure.
and be with them because of work and other commitments. But it's good to have someone there that they can talk to and be with
Exactly.
during those last few weeks, months, or whatever the case they may have.
Yeah. Or years. Yeah.
Or years. Some of them years. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Definitely. Who's, Susan, is that your tumbler right there? Or is that Richard's? Richard, whose tumbler is it?
That is Susan's.
Okay, I didn't want to assume there. Now that is one major tumbler right there. Let me tell you, that's some psychedelic colors on that thing.
Well, when we've broken a record in 5 days of over 100-degree weather, you've got to travel with your water bottle at all times.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, as soon as I get through my morning coffee, I'll be back there to our water container and filling up with water and drinking water all day long the rest of the day. Well, good. Anything else that you'd like to add, Holly? Susan? Susan. Susan
does.
I do. Go ahead. Yeah, you put your arm down. I'll go to you. Susan.
One thing that I do want to add is that hospice is a philosophy of care. If people don't know what hospice actually does, we treat the person rather than disease and focus on the quality of life. Here at GHC, we view hospice as a means of living and not dying. And we have this GHC Foundation, which is a 501c3, a true nonprofit organization that works to help the patient who needs special items. Those patients that have final wishes that are not typically covered by hospice programs. When you donate to the foundation, we invest 100% of every dollar raised back into our patients, families, and our communities. Our foundation stays local. We fund programs. We offer grief counseling, community education, and family support. Some of the things that we have taken care of over the last year, some of our patients' bucket list items. There was a request for a baseball game, and we took a patient to a Savannah Bananas baseball game.
Good.
This patient was transported by ambulance, which is very costly. We had nurses with them. We had a social worker with them. Our chaplain came with them. We just wanted to take care of the needs and the wishes of the patient. We've taken a patient on a haunted carriage tour. That was one of her last wishes. We've done a comedy show at the Civic Center in Savannah, taken a patient and her caregivers out to dinner and then to the show. So we do a lot of different things to take care of our patients. And if you want to donate to the foundation, you can do so on our website.
Sounds good. All right. In the studio with us this morning is Holly, Richard, and Susan from Georgia Hospice Care at 141 South Macon Street. Their new name, as they're expanding over into South Carolina, is GHC Hospice. GHC Hospice. And to find out about them, you can go to their website at ghchospice.com or give them a call here locally at 427-3202. They have offices right now in Jesup and Brunswick, in Savannah, just expanded to Waycross, fixing to go into Hinesville, and now over to Bluffton, South Carolina, and Hilton Head, South Carolina. All right, y'all must be doing something right. Just keep expanding there. All right. Anything else that y'all like to add? Richard, Holly, Susan, Bob, anything for them? All right. Well, anytime that y'all want to come on, just let us know if you've got news for your hospice care, and good luck with the expansion over into South Carolina into Hinesville, okay?
Thank you.
All right, y'all take care. And thanks for the donuts. All right, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a minute.
Can you find it?
The Georgia Dermatology WIFO-FM Big Dog Country Cash Can.
Imagine, if you will, a specially marked can hidden in Wayne County, Georgia, worth $1,055. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, find the cash can. Clues to the can's location will be read Monday through Friday live on WIFO at 7:10 a.m., 12:50 p.m., 3:03 p.m., and 5:50 p.m.
Shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday, the clues will be posted online at BigDogCountry.com.
No purchase necessary. You must be 18 to claim the prize. Complete rules online at BigDogCountry.com.
The Georgia Dermatology WIFO-FM Big Dog Country Cash Can. This promo will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Well, Bob, we enter our 4th week of the Cash Can promotion, the Georgia Dermatology and Big Dog Country Cash Can promotion. And Jonathan's already given out today's clue at 7:10. He'll repeat it again around 12:50, around 3 o'clock, and around 5:50. The first 3 weeks' clues are on our website at BigDogCountry.com, BigDogCountry.com, and you can go there and see the first 3 weeks' clues there. And in every single one of those rhymes and riddles, in every single one of them, there's information that you can use to be able to put it together with other clues from other rhymes and riddles and find the clue. Now, some folks are saying they're having a difficult time finding the clues on our website. Well, it's right there, the very top part banner there, where it says Big Dog Country, WIFO 105.5 FM. If you go right below that, it's got several different icons that you can click on. It says Home, About, Advertising, Our Lineup, Our Programs, Contest, and then Cash Can. And you click on Cash Can or look at it, and when you get over it, it says Week 1, Week 2, Week 3, and that's where the clues are. If it's your smartphone, just go there on BigDogCountry.com, and the menu icon will come up there. Click on it, and then you'll see Cash Can. Click on it, and there will be the first 3 weeks' clues. And so hopefully somebody will find that Cash Can this week, Bob. We'll see. We'll see. If you put the information together from all the clues from week 1 till this past Friday and then today, you should have a pretty good idea where it's at. Okay, but just a matter of figuring out the riddles and from the poems there, putting that information on what to use and what not to use. But it leads it there. There's a map to it, and if you just got to figure it out. So hopefully sometime this week, we'll be writing a check to somebody for $1,055. All the rules and regulations and how to play and all the legal stuff and that kind of good stuff is on our website at BigDogCountry.com, BigDogCountry.com, and that's where you go down to the bottom of our webpage and click on Cash Can Rules. That's a whole different area that you click on. That's where it says Cash Can Clues toward the bottom of our first web page. But at the very top up there, where it says between contest and 1370 WLOP, you'll see Cash Can, and there's week 1, week 2, and week 3. If it's your smartphone, just click on menu, it'll do the same thing. So good luck this week as you're putting those clues together from the first 3 weeks that are on our website. And we started with today's clue at 7:10 this morning, repeat again around 12:50, 3 o'clock, and around 5:50. Well, Bob, anything going on in sports right now that you're keeping an eye on that's sparking your interest?
It's girls softball. It's fun to watch over the weekend. Comes down to UCLA and Oklahoma. Top 2 seeds play tonight for championship. Georgia and Georgia Tech, unfortunately, out in the baseball regionals. Both got beat at home. Florida State destroyed Georgia in 2 games. Yeah. It wasn't even close. And then Georgia Tech had a tough loss to Auburn. So both Georgia and Georgia Tech baseball seasons come to a close, but the Super Regional will start this week, so some good matchups. But both the Dogs and the Yellow Jackets are out. So the girls' softball game's been fun to watch. In Washington and UCLA played a 10-inning ball game. UCLA won it on a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 10th. Pitcher who pitched an excellent ball game also hit the home run. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins between UCLA and Oklahoma in that girls softball game tonight. And basketball tied up 1-1. Golden State did what they had to do, win it.
Yeah, they won the second
Toronto,
one. Yeah.
so they're in good shape. But hopefully they get their players back. So it'd be interesting if Durant makes it back.
I don't know if Kevin will make it back, will he? Some people say he is. A lot of people say no.
Keeping the hush-hush, but, most people say he's going to be back for Game 4, so we'll see. Klay Thompson left the game last night with a hamstring injury, so hopefully he'll be back. He says he's going to be back, but I said they need him. But it's been a fun series to watch. But point for Golden State. Love Steph Curry.
Okay.
Can't believe how far he throws those threes from half court. It's just fun to
Throwing
watch.
them from downtown. Nothing but net.
Games
Nothing but
change.
net.
Games change so much. It used to be you had to have the big guys inside to dominate, but now it's all about 3-point shooting. That's all it is.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody wants to know, they just text in. Of course, you can always text in questions and comments to us at our regular business line. Text us at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. Someone says, do you know when they're closing the railroad crossing on Sunset Boulevard? I know they got the one on Magnolia Street closed right now, but I don't know if we received any information on Sunset, have we?
I haven't got that.
I haven't got that yet, no. Well, that's a long way to ride around if you got one of those Sunset things closed.
And we did not get the catfish winners this weekend. Hopefully we'll get that today and have those for you tomorrow. But
Okay. Catfish tournament held Saturday and Sunday on the Ottawa River, and we'll have those results for you tomorrow because we know that Heather will get them to us today. Yeah. Isn't that right, Heather?
I was hoping to have them this morning, but don't have them. So
Yeah, you can send them to us, Heather, by phone, email, smoke signals, text message, phone call. Get old Heather down there at the Wayne County Tourism. But I'm sure they had a good time down there. First time in a few years that the river level has actually been down, where they can, where is the perfect level to be able to catch those catfish out there on the river. And it's going to be interesting to see if they come back with that Grand Slam tournament in August like they've had in the previous years. I don't think they've had the last couple of years. But it'll be good to see that Grand Slam tournament come back in August. And, boy, things are getting dry out there. Word, I pull up the house and the dust just keeps floating around for like 2 minutes.
I think Wednesday's the day projection rain, but none expected today or tomorrow. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get some this week. May, as you probably heard on Georgia News Network, May was the hottest May on record in the state of Georgia. In 2018 was the hottest before then. So, Bob, do you think that's a trend? 2018 hotter than any other May. Now 2019 hotter than any other May. I mean, how much hotter could it get in 2020? I mean, we're already in triple digits, almost, anywhere from 95 to 101, 2 every single day. And this is May. Now June, of course, June 3rd, but hottest May on record, 2019.
I said it's hard to complain when you look and see what's going on in Arkansas and Oklahoma. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
High today's supposed to be about.
We'll take the heat instead of the floods.
Yeah. High today's supposed to be about 98. Do have that 30% chance of showers tomorrow night, 40% on Wednesday, and 30% Wednesday night, 40% on Thursday. 50% chance of showers on Friday. So hopefully out of all these days, we'll get some rain because we need it. Things are starting. Areas that, as I go down Joy Williamson Road from Highway 84 out here over to Highway 341, there used to be these big swampy areas there on the left-hand side as you get close to the school. And in a period of just a few days, and you can tell it because you can see the level area where it's gone down. Big, huge areas that were just flooded in there are now down to almost nothing in about a week. I mean, it is like somebody just pulled the plug. Okay, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Very nice ceremony on Friday for the ribbon cutting for the Cracker Williams Recreation Center. And I had a chance to look inside there, and those, as the mayor said, those are big fans. Big fans up there.
A lot of work on the inside of the building. Looks nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice facility once they get it done. Randy Trapman will be here tomorrow, talk about the food service program. The food program gets underway today, all kinds of sites. I think they got 21 sites in Wayne County for that summer feed program, which got underway.